Border Czar Tom Homan says that ICE will conduct more worksite enforcement operations, and Homan is warning companies against hiring illegal immigrants. This after the raid of a Hyundai car battery plant in Georgia, where 475 workers were arrested. South Korea is now on the hook to pick up more than 300 of them. And the South Korean government is also expressing regret about those arrests. Remember that Trump is going to be going to South Korea soon. And these arrests involved armored vehicles. Earlier today, the Supreme Court once again backed President Trump up with his hardline approach on illegal immigrants, and the Supreme Court's decision will allow federal agents to proceed with raids in Southern California, targeting people for deportation based on their race or on their language. Now, Tiana, my understanding is you are with the illegal immigrants in the Hyundai factory here, is that right?
Okay, we need to really specify what happened.
Okay, specify.
So this is a Hyundai plant that is a part of the major, East Asian investment in the U.S. These workers, at least the South Korean ones we know, based on the available reporting, they were not people that entered the country illegally. They were not people that overstayed their visas. They had ESTA or B1 business visas. Some of that did not permit manual labor. So they were working outside of the scope of a legally obtained work visa. So look, if you want to perp walk Kilmar Abrego Garcia or perp walk Mahmoud Khalil, I'm all for that. Let's go after the people that are raping and murdering. People that enter the country legally to work at a facility that is part of the South Korean government's investment in America, maybe we don't want to perp walk them. Maybe we want to work with the employers to get either the right visas, or if we want to deport them, deport them. But the issue is that we have severely ticked off the South Koreans who have invested $350 billion in the U.S. specifically to offset the tariffs.
I just want to say the Homeland Security Investigations Chief Stephen Schrank said some workers had crossed the border illegally while others overstayed their visas or entered under waivers that barred them from working. So this is an issue that they were having. Yes, the South Koreans.
Okay.
So there was an issue with they were part of the subcontractors. Now, I do agree. Look, if they have certain skills, if there is a merit-based immigration system that they can come in legally, if you're using visa programs like EB-5, where you have foreign investors that want to come into the United States and then hire American workers and give money to the United States. There are different visa programs that can be used so that we can ensure that we can get the best and the brightest into this country.
And with this technology,
it just shows how broken the system has been for so long and how we need to be moving to merit-based immigration where the people that are coming in come in the legal way.
And have jobs and are working in jobs.
Let me just add real quick that Trump was addressing exactly what you were saying about the American relationship with South Korea, which is an incredibly important and strategic one. And Trump specifically said that this raid on the Hyundai plant has not harmed America's relationship with South Korea. But the president did add a warning on Truth Social. He was clarifying this because this is a complicated issue. And Trump said that he's hereby calling on all foreign companies investing in the United States to please respect our nation's immigration laws. Your investments are welcome, and we encourage you to legally bring your very smart people with great technical talent to build world-class products. And we'll make it quickly and legally possible for you to do so. What we ask in return is that you hire and train American workers. Jason, is this Hyundai raid going to complicate Trump's visit to South Korea, or is everything going to be smoothed over by that?
I think it'll be smooth simply because the South Koreans need the United States for security.
They do have quite a neighbor up to the north there.
Yeah, so I think that they're gonna, they're not gonna sit there and give them the cold shoulder completely. I do think, in terms of the business community, I think that they may be frustrated by this, and I also think if you really want to stop this, and people have said this for a long time, if you really want to stop undocumented immigration with these sorts of situations, you have to punish the companies that hire them, not the undocumented person. If you really want to stop it, because guess what? They're just going to hire the next cheap laborer that they can find. So the key is, while the president's tone seemed really, really kind to the corporations, and he doesn't really tweet or truth or whatever they call that, he doesn't really say nice words like that all the time, but he was like, please, business community, please be nice, and we will do this for you.
Information, truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.